And I'm back, just when you thought it was safe. Okay, I'm going to click into the thing. There we go. So games. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Turn on, just uncheck this. Hey, that's me. And then I go to games, and it's already there. And we're there. Okay. And then all I have to do... Oh, I don't know if I warned you guys about this for those multi-monitor users, but because of the exceptional capacity of Kyla's computer, I'm able to do this, but also because for some reason it has a really stable run environment. But I would be hesitant to tab in and out of Space Run during an actual run. It does not suspend well. If I haven't mentioned that already, then it's there. Okay, so I'm going to accept this contract. Hit the play now button. You'll notice that I have it's a multifarious contract. It's got 2 different locations that I can run. And to complete it, I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to actually have to fast travel to each location, pick up the cargo at each, and then bring it back. So I'm going to do that. The rewards for missions like this are typically very large. Good. Yeah, my cam is... for a second, I was afraid I was muted. The reward for missions like this are large. Like hers is like a 25,000 space credit reward, and I'm good with that. I also just realized what that symbol she's wearing is on her chest. The High Priestess's symbol is the space credit symbol. I think I could be wrong about that, but I think that's what it is. So that kind of says something right there about her religion. Okay, I am going to switch spaceships. I'm going to go back to the. Yes, please. My wife is the best. I mean, you guys probably already know that. Am I pointing in the right direction? It's reversed. Because it's a camera, it's reversed. This is how these things work. That's amazing. Okay, anyway, I came here for a reason. Oh, yeah, I'm going to switch back to my comfort configuration. Mostly because this hammerhead, I'm surprised I completed the mission. I honestly did expect to get blown out of the sky. But also, I don't know how to use the power of this hammerhead. Like, it's a puzzle. Ruby, if you happen to bump into things and strategies, or if you have any questions in your immediate start, and that's true for anyone else, go ahead and ask, because one of the things I've discovered about this game is that I often get confined in my thinking. Like the idea where I have the pods and I have double upgraders and have fully upgraded weapons in those pods, I woke up with that idea. It's one of those things I solved in my sleep. I didn't really understand the value of connectors consciously. I sort of had to circle around to it. So probably what's happening in the course of the game is there's all these different strategies. All these different strategies and tactics are available, but I'm just not thinking of them. I'm getting confined in my thinking. And that's one of the reasons that I wish kind of that there was some in-game form of communication. On the other hand, you'd have to deal with trolls then. So
even the best chip can be improved.
Oh dear. Oh wow, that was terrible. No wonder this controller's messed up. Sorry, I just knocked my wife's controller off the desk into the garbage can, which is probably where it belongs in the first place. Okay, I'm gonna make this run. Alright, so let's have a look at these. Oh, they're little. Look at them. They're just these little pods. 6 of them. Now, presumably they teleport around, and that can be the implications of that can range from harmless to devastating, because if they teleport to the outer edge of my ship's perimeter, that can be because they'll be vulnerable. I think I have to have 100% completion for this mission, so I don't want to have to rerun. Yeah, Kelso, the first... usually there's 3 tiers of pods per contractor, per client, I should say, not contractor. Each different client has different pods, and they all have different properties. The Space Monkey guys' pods are fragile, which I can deal with. That's a perfectly manageable detraction. You guys have seen the Force, his pods. There's a guy who was in the first game who his pods are actually these tourist bubbles that they're irritating because they have to be facing outward. They have to be facing on the outside of the ship, in much the same way that my direct fire guns do. I hate those. I hate shifting tourists around space. I've got a burning hatred for that. So I'm gonna get started here. And you can hit escape like I just did to skip the incoming. Okay, what do I do? What do I do? How do I want to do this? I think I know how I want to do this. If I rotate my tower, good, good. Like that, that should hit all the... Oh god, they're teleporting. They're already teleporting. That didn't take you guys long, did it? Oh no. Oh no, that's actually really kind of horrible, actually. That does screw up. Okay, so think fast, Huck. Defensive upgrader here.
Construction on its way.
Here. Oh shoot, that's gonna screw me up even worse. Okay, I'll figure it out. So these Ion Raiders, their shots don't do a lot of damage, but they bounce from, as you can see, they bounce from target to target, and that can be upsetting under the right or wrong circumstances.
This is why you're the captain.
Good old offensive pod here. Offensive upgrader here and here, like that and that. And wow, these things teleport around like crazy.
Yes, I
That's going
totally
to be a
agree
problem.
with
I'm going
this
to install
upgrade.
a probe. So the way these probes work, I didn't explain them very much earlier. The way these probes work is they actually draw... Uh-oh.
This will protect us.
Actually, that may have been the wrong thing to install. We'll see. I'm going to actually install an anti-missile system,
Can't wait to see how
which
this
hopefully will
helps us.
shoot at these things as they approach me. Nope, it doesn't work. They're too big. Yeah, this decoy probe is taking hits that my ship otherwise would, and that's one of the nice features about it. That's actually the whole point of the edifice. Oh god. Blew up his main gun. And I can withdraw the probe to recharge it.
Captain, I suggest we speed
She's
things
right,
up.
I do need to speed things up. Okay, so I've got approach vector there. I think, at great personal risk, I'm going to install my...
Construction on its way.
Suddenly realize that I'm out of money. Oh well.
Ready to shoot.
Should be okay. Upgrader here.
Wise choice.
So again, I think that upgraders widen the angle. It's, yeah, they do. They widen the fire angle. Wow, that ion tower is really effective. I should try to buy another one of those. That's really pretty damn devastating.
You
Some
always
boosters.
surprise me.
Okay, here they come.
Thruster ready.
Feed. I'm gonna go with 2 laser cannons, plentiful and cheap. And I should be okay at this point. What I really want to happen is I want this meditation room to teleport away so I can install a shield system. But that might be too much to hope for. Yeah, I'm gonna have to install a shittier shield system once I have money. One of the nice things about these seed droppers is that they drop actually a lot of money. They do fairly well. Only... Oh boy. Folks, this could get ugly. Shield Jenny.
Construction start.
Yeah, this ain't gonna be great. But I don't have a lot of options. Alright, go get him! So I'm gonna send the probe to attack. Notice how it scissors through the enemy ship like it was butter! Like butter! Of course, then it gets blown off immediately, but that's okay, it served its purpose. Okay,
At your command.
this is turning out to be the best investment I've ever made. Ruby, I think so too, although I'm used to, I mean, you're talking to a guy that's used to having his eyeballs assaulted by well, actually by Warframe, which I suppose, you know, Warframe's graphics are a couple generations old, so I shouldn't be that impressed with. I'm going to install an ion cannon just because I can, because I got room for it. Ion cannons are interesting. They don't do a lot of damage. Their shots arc from target to target, and as they get hit, they speed up. Their fire rate spools up. It accelerates. And I don't know. They do their activated ability is pretty damn awesome. This worries me. I got these little pods teleporting all over the place. It's a problem. It's screwing up messing with my mojo. I'm gonna try to protect the pods a little better by installing this structural stabilizer with upgraders, utility upgraders.
Construction finished.
Here. Oh God, that's bad. Reapers are a problem. I need to pay special attention to that. So I'm going to install a weapon that I almost never use, the mine launcher, and a couple offensive upgraders, and what else can I do to fight this thing?
I feel stronger already.
Install decoy pro. Oh no, I can't. I'm out of money. Okay, so I'm probably about to get hurt pretty seriously, because as you'll see, the Reaper is heavily armed. I'm going to fire a scatter bomb into the center there, like that. It's probably not going to make it. Oh, it made it. Okay, never mind. Okay, this module that I've installed is the very seldom used. You see how slow those explosives are. They do obviously an obvious fuck ton of damage. But oh crap, I'm in trouble. Hang on, I'll get back to you guys on that in a second. Let me install some laser
Can't wait to see how this helps us.
Wow, oh dear, I'm out of defensive upgraders. I installed the wrong thing. That's okay, he'll blow them off. Well,
It's good to have a lot of connections.
use the special manual shot ability, which should mostly kill the target. Now, I'm gonna compensate for my tremendous mistake.
At your command.
And a defensive upgrader. You guys are about to see why I like the ion cannons in a second.
Upgrader ready.
In retrospect, the twin blaster probably would have been better in this position. That's okay. So I can do this! Actually, that's not nearly as impressive as I was hoping. Shields.
Construction on its way.
Also, I can also... This is a cool feature. It restores, for this structural stabilizer, it repairs my entire ship, all of it, completely. Well, not completely, but it repairs, it gives back a lot of hit points. I don't know how close to complete that is. I'm going to install
Wise
some
choice.
note that I'm pointing the decoy probes forward. It is actually fairly significant which way they're pointed. Wow, they have decoy probes too. Huh.
You should try to avoid being hit.
Okay.
Speed is good.
Not bad, not bad. Now, because this is only a partial run, I don't really care that I'm not completing it with 3-star speed, because the mission won't actually be completed. Pods are okay. I do kind of like the idea that instead of disturbing the meditation of these Star Sisters, that we just pick up the pods lock, stock, and barrel.
I'm just as surprised as you are.
And here we go. So that's half of the multi-part mission. I'm actually doing a little better on it than I was worried that I would have something get destroyed. I think I have to, required for this contract, I have to bring all the pods in. So if I lose a pod, I have to make the run again. Which it's just, I don't know. Sometimes it works out nice because, like, here I don't have the option, but sometimes when I do a double run, I can pick up a multiplayer contract. But not on this mission apparently. So we're gonna try to complete. So once again, I'm going to centralize these as much as possible. I am going to... See, it seems like they were trying to teleport away from each other. Maybe that's just because of the way I have them. That might be a self-organizing thing, because the way I have them centralized on the hull of the ship. But I'm going to try to do it this way. Fortunately, they're not great in number. Just small mercies. Skip the intro there. Oh look, competition! Time for hailing signals.
A wise choice, as always.
I wonder what it's like when I go to the bar in the space station and Mrs. So-and-so asks, "Oh, did you see my husband? He was driving a fuel provider. I think he was running your route around the same time." And I'd be like, "Well, ma'am, space is a big place. I didn't see him, but I'm sure he's just fine." Yeah. So, okay, so 3 of those come in, and I'm actually going to do roughly the same thing I did last time.
Quite an interesting choice.
Hopefully with less embarrassing teleportation incidents. No promises on that last
Use
one.
it wisely.
Okay, that. And 2 defensive upgraders.
At your command.
Now that makes me pretty safe. These are bombers. They're going to fire They're going to fire missiles at my ship. But I'm okay. The protective Aegis shield is so powerful and regenerates so fast, I basically don't have to worry about it. Caught up here. Bam, bam. That's fine. Yeah, see how fast the shield regenerates? It's that white bar on top. They can't do significant damage to a fully upgraded protective Aegis. Shoot. Now this guy has the advantage of having wandered outside the firing arc of my... oh, he wandered back in. Fool.
You always surprise me.
Get some thrusters kicked in here. Now because this run will complete the mission, I do want to try to complete it with 3 stars for maximum bonuses. I'm not sure if that's actually true. Like, I'm not sure if I actually get... Oh, hello. More competition. I'm not sure if I actually get bonuses for... significant bonuses for completing it faster, but I'm going to pretend that I do. Oh, God. Here they come. Okay, these are the crystals. These are those things I was talking to you guys about that I believe are trying to mate with my ship. They're really dangerous. Like, these little suckers, they don't attack my ship. They don't fire anything at me, but they're really sturdy. They have great cohesion, physical cohesion. So they're going to bear down on my ship, and if I don't have adequate preparation for them, they can take significant chunks out of my ship. And the other thing is that they will destroy the actual chassis of the ship, and not just the structures on it. They will actually rip components off my ship. Had that happen plenty.
Ready to blast.
Yeah. And I can install some upgraders here so I can fully prepared. Warm welcome. This competitor is going to get away with most of his cargo, apparently. This one I'm not so sure about. There we go.
Woo-hoo-hoo! A wise choice, as
That should
always.
see me home. Okay, got the Prowler coming up. Prowlers are usually pretty heavily armed. I'm gonna arrange for
Wise choice.
a diplomatic envoy to meet them.
I didn't know you were so smart.
Fortunately, the game hasn't sent anything other than small crystalloids at me. The larger crystalloids are really what give me cramps. See, this is bugging me. The teleportation on the pods, like, I guess I'm managing okay around it by structuring. And I mean, to some extent, the faster I build things, the less I have to worry about them teleporting into... What is that? Heavy Corvette. That's new. I don't think I've ever seen one of those before. I don't know what it's going to fire, but chances are the probes will deflect it. Laser cannon to increase my defensive potential.
Weapon ready.
Wow, that is really a lot of crystalloids. Whoa. Note that the AI is attacking the crystalloids as well. It's not any friendlier to them than it is to me. Yeah, you guys can blink at my shield if you want. Actually, it looks like he's going to tunnel through my shield. Oh, maybe not. Bam, okay. See, now this is what worries me. When I see one of those bearing down on me, that's a lot of trouble. That's a lot of hurt that I've got coming at me. So I'm going to install more missiles. Okay, I'm fine. Got nothing to worry about there. Hopefully repair my ship before they blow off the thruster. I'm going to install one of those stabilizer rails. Yes.
Construction start.
I don't know if this actually accomplishes much, but I'm going to install upgraders on it.
Construction finished.
Okay, so that's a frankly intimidating number of crystalloids approaching, but like I say, I think I'm okay. Whew, crystalloids. So many. I'm gonna try to fight them off here.
You should try to avoid the
Oh no.
hit.
This is gonna... Ow!
Exploding enemy ships always make me smile.
Oh, looks like I'm gonna arrive on time. Hopefully. So that invincibility feature is something I've never used before, but apparently oh wow, big chunks of my ship just got blown off. That invincibility feature is something I've never used before, but
We certainly lived up to the first part
apparently
of the
just saved my
Boston
buttons.
delivery.
Uh-oh. Oh no! Somewhere in that god-awful chaos, one of the modules got blown off. I'm sorry, guys. Or guy, I suppose. Yeah. Gonna have to do that again. Which will about wrap up the time that I actually have allotted for this. Yeah, so, wow. When did that happen? How did that happen? How did this get blown off my ship? See, now you can see the feature. Even though it's an AI mission, normally AI missions don't require 100% completion, but I think this one does because it's a story mission. So it's actually been sent back to Zohra for completion, and there it will remain until I actually take a separate mission and lug it all the way across, which is very vexing because I'm going to have to make a whole separate run just for one piece of cargo. And not that I don't thoroughly enjoy playing the game sort of in general, but there's a certain, I don't know, a certain contractor, blue-collar part of me that's offended with having to do the same work twice. So that's what I'm going to have to do, but I'm not sure. I think that's the last thing I'll do here, actually, by way of demonstrating. So I'm going to make that run. Yeah, right. I assumed there's like it'd be cool if they made an expansion to the game where you are the guy that goes out and retrieves the cargo. You know, like you go out in some sort of some sort of heavily armed SCV, and snatch up all the bits and pieces and drag them back to the to whatever launch point they were. It'd be an interesting game mechanic. You could do an asymmetrical gameplay thing. Yeah, right. There's a similar concept that I have for Warframe. One advantage I'll have though, running this a second time, is that I don't have to sweat. It'll be easier to complete quickly because the mass of that my ship has to haul around is substantially reduced.
Connector added.
These fuel providers are great. They're the junk that they're carrying. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with it. It didn't even get destroyed. It just teleported off the ship. That's. I'm gonna go with that.
Construction start.
Yeah. So the nice thing about these radioactive, the pods with the radiation symbol, is that when they take damage, they damage all adjacent structures. And when you have two of them together, the damage seems to bounce back and forth a few times. So you really, if you have a ship with two of them next to each other, you really only have to hit the ship basically once. Of course, that logic applies in sort of pernicious reverse when it happens to you, because you can contract to carry that particular cargo. It's kind of a headache, actually.
Quite an interesting choice.
It's going to look very similar to my last mission, but hopefully with less obnoxious teleportation.
Now this upgrade will come in handy.
Get a nice booster. The earlier you install thrusters, the better. That gives you more time. There's some sort of weird meta-acceleration mechanic where the longer you have boosters, the more time you have to catch up with the 3 different delivery velocities. These little arrows, by the way, indicate whether I'm gaining or whether I'm trailing the delivery times. Like this one, yeah, it's getting further and further away. You can see that. That's okay. I'll catch up. Whoa! See, now this is what I'm talking about.
We need more speed.
Put a double blaster connectors arrangement.
Ready to blast.
Uh-oh. I may have overcommitted. We'll see. These conveyors, you'll notice that they don't attack me. They don't pose any danger. They're just competition. But they can give me a lot of scrap if I blow them up, which is why I'm going to. Use my damn superpower if I have to. Oh yeah. Bam. 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 I think I'll be okay. But these crystalisks, they actually do fill me with dread. Because I don't really have a great way of defending myself from them.
Construction start.
That's not great.
Don't worry about ammo.
This is gonna sting. Ow, ow. And the shield takes it. Okay, good, good. Well done, shield. Thank you. Do your thing,
Can't wait to see how this helps us.
Get that extra booster going. These defensive probes don't seem to be a very effective defense against the laser tower.
At your command.
Switch back to... There we go, so I can intercept. a great deal of the stress of this game, of the difficulty, is relieved by careful manipulation of these twin blasters, splitting them and closing them, and splitting them, and so on and so forth.
Construction on its way.
Get my full booster arrangement put together.
Who doesn't love a good thrust? At your command.
Putting in an extra laser ray just for that little bit more protection against. Holy crap! That's a lot of those things. That's a lot of. Yeah, that's a lot of
A wise
crystals.
choice, as
Trying to mate
always.
with my ship. They're trying to relieve me of what must be incredible pregnancy to them. But much as I appreciate their concern, I do not like the way this is shaping up. Oh, good. Okay. Lightning blast protected me. Alright, this is a dreadnought. That's new. I've never seen a dreadnought. Oh god, that's ugly. That's dangerous. I feel very threatened by that. Less threatened now. Now that only the cockpit remains.
I wonder what it means
Only problem with that
around the
approach is
world
that
watching enemy ships explode.
Doesn't leave me with a lot of
I pity the fool who misses the bus.
oh shit.
I hope we got some more to replace this one.
They blew up my high drive booster, which is never a good sign. I'm gonna install a stabilizer.
choice.
Hopefully prevent that from happening again.
Another
And by
pirate
way of
bites the
compensation,
dust.
I'm gonna further upgrade the boosters that I have and install thrusters.
This is why you're the captain.
Note that thrusters have that little hex that indicates directionality. They can only be installed facing directly backwards. You can only point thrusters dead aft, which has fairly obvious implications. I like this internal thrust core. This is actually an open space on my ship. Yeah, right. I'm noticing. It's not Ruby. You're the plasma cannons, right? I'm not actually using plasma cannons. I think you're thinking of the Tesla tower. Plasma cannons are a different thing. In fact, I think I'm going to install some. These are plasma cannons.
A wise choice, as always.
Get a full connector. DC array. Go on.
It's smart to add that connector.
See, look at this. Look at that. The crystalisks are actually helping. Oh dear. The crystalisks are actually helping me. If you'll observe that they're actually
Hope we got
hitting
some
the enemy
more to
ship.
replace this one.
It looks like I'm going to complete.
Construction lost.
Plasma cannon is in and of itself tanky, but not because of its ability to repel damage. When you have three plasma cannons together, they heal each other back and forth. So that's... Okay, let's see what the priestess has to say about completing our mission here. It better be nice things.
The universe and I are pleased. These new meditation rooms
Give me a lot of XP.
will please
Whoa! And a lot of money.
universe.
Oh, so you're doing the plasma cannon, Ruby. Yeah, the plasma cannons are, they don't do a lot of damage, but their overall utility is great. And the other thing is, the main thing for me is that you can change direction. You can point them in different directions to get better sort of perimeter coverage. And that's important because you get it's a bigger bang for your buck principle. You need that extra field of fire coverage. Otherwise you're either going to run out of money or run out of modules, because in the short game it's really, really hard to defend in more than two directions at once. And yeah, they are. I like them too. I was annoyed with the shield generator because of its difference from the first game, and that took a while to wear off. So that is a lot of money she gave me. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's over 9,000. I had to do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And on that apologetic note, folks, that is a Space Run Galaxies, which I've been playing for an hour and 15 minutes now, and it doesn't seem like that long. But boy, time goes when you're under the time seems to fly when you're under the unremitting gaze of the internet. I noticed that I actually have a lot of this green cargo, enough to buy another structural rail. Nice. I've wondered what having 2 of these could be like. Wow. That's actually really good. Damn, 400 hit points on all structures. Yeah, I'm going to buy another one of those, because I like that.
A wise choice.
This looks awesome, but I have to level up before I'm allowed to get it. Okay, so yeah, that's Space Run Galaxies, and because I love the game, and because I feel that it has sort of very broad appeal, it's good. It can be played both sort of hardcore and casually. I'm glad that I got at least one person more to play it. I'm also glad that I did this. My fear of the internet has not diminished, but my ability to withstand it certainly has. So I will probably do this again at some point. I'll sign up for another one of us, and I'll show you my main addiction, which is Warframe. But that's not something I have time for today. I had a terrifying, great time doing this, and I'll see you all again. It was cool. It's hard to address the camera. There we go. Okay. Good night.